Tila unti-unti na ngang tumitibay ang naging salaysay ni alias Tutoy patungkol sa mga nawawalang sabongero. Ito nga ay matapos na makita ng kinauukulan ang isang sako na may lamang mga buto na mula mismo sa itinurong pinagtapunan ng mga nawawalang sabongero. Hindi pa naman natutukoy kung sa tao o sa hayop ang mga naturang mga buto at patuloy pa ring inaalam ng forensics expert. Ayon sa kampo ni Atong, nakakasiguro daw sila na sa hayop ang na-recover na mga buto dahil madami daw na walang hayop noong pumutok ang Bulkang Taal. Kung sa tao naman daw ang mga buto ay sigurado daw na si Tutoy ang may pakana upang masisi si Atong Ang.
Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng master agent?
Master agent, Your Honor. Bali, binibigyan namin sila ng 2%. Tapos, sila nag-guarantee, nagde-deposit sila na kung ano yung nakukonsume, binabayaran nila. Tapos, ang kapalit niyan, out of 5% na kinukuha namin, 2% yung kanila.
Taya?
Bali 40% of the company, bali lumalabas 5% eh. Binibigyan namin sa kanila yung 2%. Tapos, yung 2% na yun, nagkakaroon sila ng mga iba-ibang agent pa, nagbibigay sila ng commission din.
Ang lumalabas kasi ngayon, correct me if I'm wrong, and now I'm now referring this statement to GCash and PayMaya, dahil ang players ngayon allowed to directly load money into the isabong platforms. Ang lumalabas ngayon, si GCash at si PayMaya na ang master agents. Tama po ba yan? Meron ba gusto sumagot?
Your Honor, hindi po. Bali, ano lang po sila, payment system lang. Hindi po sila.
Dahil direkta na sila, hindi na dumadaan sa master agent, parang sila na yung lumalabas. Hayaan po natin sila sumagot. Itong GCash at PayMaya. Pero bago kayo sumagot, Mr. Chairman, in behalf of the committee, nagpapasalamat kami sa reply ninyo. We received a reply March 11 from PayMaya, and then another letter dated March 5 from G Exchange. Ito siguro yung GCash. So, salamat po doon. Who would like to respond?
Can I go ahead?
Go ahead, sir. You are from PayMaya.
I'm from PayMaya, Mr. Chairman. My name is Attorney Basilio Visaya Jr. And good afternoon.
Kamagano ko po si General Visaya?
He is a cousin, Mr. Chairman.
Oh.
So, Mr. Chairman, we are essentially a payment system integration services company. So we are not really an agent for that matter, and we entered into this agreement with Lucky 8 to do cash-in services as an EMI, because that is only the license that we are authorized to do under our license with the BSP. So we cannot do more than that, Mr. Chairman.
So, you are denying that you have taken the role of a master agent. Hindi totoo.
Hindi po totoo yun, Mr. Chairman. We are a payment services company, and our role in the services with Lucky 8 as partner is just a payment services company.
So meaning to say,
more.
You made it easier for users, for players of the system to load money in your platforms and at the same time bet.
That's not...
Dumali. Kasi nandun sa akin yung step by step. Sana naipalabas ko dito. Pag pindutin mo yung sa GCash ito. Pero more or less, the same din siguro yan sa PayMaya. Pag pinindot mo, lalabas doon sa GCash, sa homepage, G-Live, then click Pitmasters Live, dire-diretso na. Ibig sabihin, dumali yung transaksyon. Facilitated the transaction.
We do not do that actually, Mr. Chairman.
Paano nakakataya?
We are an EMI company and we do this for hundreds of thousands of merchants who use our services as a payment system. So there is no reason why we should not be doing this for gaming partners as
So,
long as they are authorized.
so you
to
are
do that.
denying that there is a separate app?
But
Is there an app?
that's positive, Mr. Chairman.
There is no app?
We have a separate application.
There is a
Mr. Chairman.
separate app precisely for Isabong.
There are two applications here, Mr. Chairman. There are two portals.
Specifically made by Paymaya for Isabong. Paglabas mo dito, lalabas doon. Can we have this played on ano? Meron kaming ano, but while waiting for that, you can explain. So, merong app na lalabas, nandun yung Isabong. Pipindutin na lang, di ba? I-direct ka sa Pitmaster o kung saan-saan man. Tama ba yan?
Tama po yun, in a sense, Mr.
Tama o
Chairman. Can I qualify my answer, Mr.
Hindi, sabi mo lang tama o mali.
Because the
Yes or no lang, yes or no. Because yan, that role emanated from a Bangko Sentral circular allowing you to enter into a contract with, for instance here, Pitmaster. Tama.
Tama po yan.
Tama. And Bangko Sentral, I cut you short. The Bangko Sentral relied on the license issued by PAGCOR. Kasi nag-issue ng, although I still consider this as a controversial issuance of a license because it should have been done by the Congress, by the legislature. Where is Central Bank? Central Bank. Bangko Sentral relied on the license issued by PAGCOR and thereafter allowed these EMIs to enter into an agreement or agreements with Pitmaster. Tama? I'm asking BSP.
Yeah. Sir, can I discuss po yung process?
Qualified ulit.
Because we just not rely on the license.
Without the license of PAGCOR, will you issue a directive allowing GCash and Paymaya to enter into an agreement with Pitmaster or the other Isabong operators?
Yeah. In that question, sir,
Will you issue a concurrence or not?
yeah, we will not issue.
Yes.
It's not a
So what
registered
became the
license so far.
basis? What became the basis is the license issued by PAGCOR to the Isabong operator. And what became the basis for PAGCOR to issue that license is the DOJ and Solicitor General opinion. DOJ, you're still there. So,
Yes, Mr.
dito lahat ito nagsimula eh. Dito lahat ito nagsimula. We will have a long hearing on this because I'm just looking on the first leg of what transpired. So, the legal opinion served as the legal basis for PAGCOR to issue a license. BSP relied on PAGCOR's license and thereafter allowed Paymaya and GCash to enter into an agreement with Pitmaster. Question to BSP. After allowing Paymaya and GCash to enter into an agreement with Pitmaster and all other, hindi lang, banggitin ko na lang, Isabong operator, what then is your supervisory role? You can answer that, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Can I answer po? Before we issue the license, so it's a licensed electronic money issuer, and then there's a conditions that any changes or enhancement on their products or mobile application, they have to notify the Bangko Sentral. Once they notify the Bangko Sentral, we request the EMIs to present the proposed product and services. And if we found that there are some need to be addressed or need to additional condition for the issuance or allowing the e-money issuer to participate or offer that certain product, there are certain conditions, particularly for the Isabong, sir, that the restrictions that the EMI should ensure that it will not be offered and be accessed by the minors, as well as to strengthen their risk management system particularly on the AML, anti-money laundering, KYC processes. So in terms of the system, if there's an e-wallet, as mentioned earlier by Paymaya, it does not automatically that those with Paymaya or e-money wallet can bet on the e-sabong, because it's also required that it has an e-sabong account that should be created in the pitmaster, and one of the conditions therein is should be 21 years old and above. So that would be the process for the issuance of the allowing.
So in effect, know your customer, etc., etc. But in reality, I've seen the format of GCash. There is even a selfie for verification. In reality, may nakakalusot. Yeah, I'm sure you were here when I made my opening statement relative to child protection laws. But that's not the point, ma'am. I read something from the framework on isabong issued by PAGCOR that for overseas betting, they have the ability to block. Mr. Rang, are you in a hurry o okay ka na? Gusto mo nang hindi ka pa nagla-lunch? Kung baka ma-ulcer ka pa dito sa amin, pagbintangan mo pa kami na I think your excuse. We can excuse.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oo, kaya lang baka pag diniin ka nitong mga to, hindi ka na nakasagot.
But huwag ko kayong mag-alala kasi lahat ng ginagawa namin, lahat available. Ulitin ko, payment system lang sila. Tapos sa BIR, kumpleto rin po kami, kaya hindi ako nag-aalala dyan. Maski kumpleto po sila dyan, maayos yan. Alam ko lahat ng galaw nila, by the book lahat. Tumutulong nga po tayo sa gobyerno, kaya make sure kung na tama lahat ang ginagawa namin, Your Honor.
Siguro bago ko umalis, meron akong isang tanong. Iuuna ko sa iyo. Magkano po ang binabayad uli ng pitmaster buwan-buwan? I now refer this to PAGCOR. PAGCOR, nandiyan ka ba? I don't see, Ma'am Andrea, ikaw you're representing PAGCOR.
I'm representing PAGCOR.
Magkano ang binabayad? Pasensya na, ma'am, sa BSP kasi paalis si Mr. Ang, kaya lumaktaw po ako eh. Magkakaroon pa tayo ng in-depth hearing dito na malalim-lalim.
Ano, tinatanong niyo kung magkano binabayad namin sa PAGCOR?
Si PAGCOR ang ano.
Hindi, pwede ko sagutin. 135 po.
Magkano po?
Yung binabayad namin sa PAGCOR? Monthly?
Yan po.
More or less yung 75 million, whichever is higher to sa 12. Parang last month, parang 130 plus eh. Binabayaran namin na todo lahat.
Okay.
Kasi ang sinusunod namin, yung sa per fight na, Your Honor.
Per fight is 12,500.
12,500, multiply, let's say 350 a day. Depende, hindi kasi pare-pareho yan. So, 12,500 times the number of fights a day, then times 30.
BIR. Hindi pa nakakasagot si PAGCOR. BIR. Where's BIR? Ikaw representative ni Chairman Dulay. Can you...
good afternoon, sir.
Hindi ko mabasa yung pangalan mo. Natakloban eh.
Attorney D, sir.
Sixto?
Yes, sir.
May brad dati akong Sixto. Tiga BIR eh.
Yes, sir. Si Boss Tito, sir.
Sixto rin yun, di ba? Ano
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, narinig mo yung sinabi ni Mr. Ang na pinag-aaralan pa ngayon ng PAGCOR. What is Mr. Ang paying?
Sir,
Is it, let me continue.
sorry, sir.
Is it part of a regulatory fee or is it a form of a tax under the National Internal Revenue Code?
Yeah. Sir, he's paying PAGCOR regulatory fees. For the BIR, it's a tax, sir.
For the BIR is the franchise tax of 5%. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. But aside from franchise tax, sir, he is also liable for other taxes.
Such as,
Sir, income tax and VAT.
does income tax of the corporation, which is Pitmaster, probably.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the same manner, for every transaction on the part of PayMaya and GCash, are there corresponding taxes?
Sir, there should be.
There should be.
Oh, yes, sir.
There should be.
Tax on winnings, sir.
I'm leading you to this because Malacanang issued a statement na kailangan kumita ang gobyerno. So, by answering, it should be, it appears, DOJ is listening, we now expose the flow. Nilalabas natin yung pagkakamali dito. Magtanong ka sa abogado mo, Mr. Ang lumalabas, ang binabayaran ngayon, ang napupunta sa gobyerno is a regulatory fee. PAGCOR. On the part of PAGCOR, yung regulatory fee, hindi yan napupunta sa kaban ng bayan, pampagawa ng ospital, pangsweldo sa mga pulis na nandun sa likuran, nagkukwentuhan, pambayad ng mga tulay. Napupunta yan doon sa PAGCOR special laws. And I'm referring to those to be used for sports development, for PhilHealth, for Agri-Agra, for the Agri-Agra laws implementation, and other small laws that Congress, the Senate, decided to implement to support small sectors. So these regulatory fees are given to the Office of the President, given to various agencies for their special projects. While the taxes, especially that 5% franchise fee that you mentioned, tax that you mentioned, will go to the coffers of the national government, the Bureau of Treasury, to be appropriated by Congress through a General Appropriations Act to fund the requirements of the national government. Tama po ba ako doon, BIR?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, ang lumalabas ngayon? Ang lumalabas ngayon, walang buwis pa na tinatanggap ang pamahalaan buhat sa isabong. Unlike, pakinggan mo BIR, unlike sweepstakes, winnings, loto, binabawas ka agad yung manalo ka ng loto, winnings. Di ba? Horse racing, may bawas yun eh. Sa isabong, wala pa. Bakit ganon? DOJ, you're listening. Kasi nga, wala pa tayong batas tungkol sa isabong. When you talk of gambling, you talk of 3 items. Price, yung premyo. Consideration, yung bayad na dinadaan sa GCash, PayMaya. Yung pusta. And number 3, chance. Walang skill dito, chance. Yung tsamba kung sino mananalong manok, di ba? Unlike yung basketball, may skill yun, nagpa-practice yung player. So, nakikita natin dito, meron talagang gap. So, BIR, how much is the tax on winnings for Lotto?
Sir, I don't have any data right now.
Pag ako po ay nanalo ng Lotto, halimbawa 50 million, hindi ko naman makukuha ng buong-buo yung 50 million, di ba? BIR?
Yes, sir.
10,000 and above,
Yes, sir. General rule, sir. The winnings of 10,000 and above is subject to 20%
20%
withholding
tax.
tax.
Wala tayo nun dito pa sa isabong. Kasi si DOJ, sumunod lang doon sa request ni PAGCOR, pasok ba ang online sabong doon sa other items na nandoon sa batas na sinight nila na dapat ay local government lang. So maliwanag po ngayon na walang buwis na nakukuha pa ang pamahalaan. Mr. Ang, PAGCOR, Bangko Sentral, mawalang galang na, ang nabibigay nyo sa pamahalaan is the regulatory fee. 12,500 per sultada. Tama po yun. That's a semblance of contribution to our coffers. But in terms of taxes on winnings, BIR, pag natalo ba ang isang sabungero na talagang laging nagsasabong, is it a deductible expense?
Sir, yung deductible lang po yung talo po, dinideduct doon sa panalo.
Ayun. So nakita niyo na yung pagkakaiba?
Okay.
Abril, magpa-file na tayo ng income tax, di ba? Itong Abril. April
Yes, sir.
15.
Yes, sir.
So kung talagang gambler ako, halimbawa, yung aking talo sa kapupusta, pwede kong i-deduct doon sa aking income tax?
Yes, sir. Sa legalized gambling, sir. But
Sa legalized gambling.
illegal, sir, hindi po
Yes.
deductible.
Pero dahil doon sa inisyu ni DOJ na opinion, binigay kay PAGCOR, ipinasa kay BSP, tinanggap ni Paymaya GCash, lumalabas na legal. Ngayong pagbabayad ng April 15 income tax, pwede bang i-deduct yung mga natalo sa isabong? Sa inyong pananaw, tinanong nyo kasi ngayon, ang sabi mo BIR, pwede pong i-deduct kung legal. Di ba? Ano ang
Yes, sir.
ibig sabihin nagsasabing legal? Kung may batas. Okay. So dahil wala pa ngayong batas, pwede bang i-deduct yung natalong sabongero sa isabong sa ngayong April 15 filing ng income tax return?
Sir, sa BIR po tinatanong niyo. Kasi po, kung illegal po yung isang laro, definitely po, it's not deductible. Kaya lang po yata yung, assuming po na, we assume that the license given by PAGCOR has basis. So currently, we're treating it as legal.
So kita nyo na ngayon ang nangyari. Sinabi ni DOJ, pwedeng legal. Tinanggap ni PAGCOR. Ngayon, nagdududa-duda pa si BIR. Paano kung merong mag-file ng income tax return ngayong April 15? 2 taon na yan. 2020. Kailan ho kayo nagsimula, Mr. Lang? 2020, no? Kailan po kayo nag-start? 2020 o
2020. 1 year and a half na.
1 year and a half. Oh. So, pwede bang i-deduct yung mga ngayon? Questionable pa.
Sir, i-clarify ko lang po. Pagka po kasi, tax on winnings, po dito kada taya. So pagka ang taya po is more than 10,000 or more, subject na po yun sa 20%. You don't have to wait for April 15.
20% withholding tax.
Yes, sir.
Sino ngayon ang nag-withhold? Tatanungin kita, BR. Sino ang dapat mag-withhold? Si Mr. Patapos mo ako. Si Mr. Ang ba? Si Paymaya? Si GCash? Si PAGCOR? Sino mag-withhold nung 20%? Halimbawa, nanalo ako ng 100,000. So what is 20% of 100,000? 20,000? Sino nag-withhold?
Dapat po ang Lucky 8 payer po. Lucky 8.
Ay hindi. Ang sinasabi ngayon ni Mr. Ang binabayad nila, yung regulatory fee pa. Yung sa PAGCOR na 12,500 per fight. So, malinaw ngayon na walang nagwi-withhold. Si GCash, hindi ba pwedeng withholding agent ito, si Paymaya?
Hindi po. Kasi po, hindi po sila directly nagbabayad yata po dun sa mga nanalo.
Sila nagbabayad. GCash, sino nagbabayad? Sino nagbabayad sa mga nananalo sa pusta?
Hindi po kami, Your Honor.
Pwede kayo.
Hindi po kami nagbabayad ng pusta. Nagtatap up lang kami ng isang wallet.
Hindi, ang tawag sa inyo, top services. Tama ba ba?
Opo.
Di ba kine-claim din nung mananabong doon sa GCash machine, yung premyo?
Hindi po.
Saan makukuha?
Yung winnings doon sa platform ng
Sa
Pitmaster.
platform ng Pitmaster. BIR, pwede bang ma-designate na withholding agent si GCash at Paymaya?
I think hindi po. Unless i-allow po nila ng Lucky 8 na ibawas na po agad dun sa payout.
pahihirapan ng pitmaster na sila pa yung magwi-withhold doon sa bawat tumaya. Sa dami nun. Kakayanin ba yun, Mr. Ang? So, ganun kakomplikado po ito ngayon. Sir, kaya hindi ko namin kayo pinaalis muna.
Your Honor, kasi pagdating sa mga ganyan, at least, ang ano kasi ngayon, sa problema nga natin, since bago kasi itong technology to, wala pang batas. Kaya nga nung nagpasa ang Congress, nasa Senate na, nasa inyo na po, yun nung nag-usap tayo nun, na gumawa sila na ng batas na, kaya lang hindi nyo pa yata na-aprobahan, parang mas malinaw na doon, kumbaga sa ano, parang 5% of the GGR nga lang yun. So dapat himayin kasi pagka ganito may bagong laro na to, hindi talaga ma-apply yung dating sabong. So lumalabas is either amendment or dapat gumawa ng panibagong batas talaga. Yun lang ang pwedeng puntahan nito, Your Honor.
Tama po, Mr. Ang. Kaya ngayon, ang gusto kong bigyan ng diin ay itong trabaho ng BIR. Sa tinagal-tagal na itong pag-uusap na ito, it has been, this is now, Mr. Chairman, this is now our third hearing, and Isabong has been in operation for the last 1.5 years. How come the BIR has not been proactive enough to issue the necessary circulars relative to, one, the rate of tax on passive income. This is passive income. Tama po ba?
Sir, you're referring to what po?
I am referring to the National Internal Revenue Code.
Hindi po, ano pong income?
Itong sa Isabong.
Ano po, subject po, naglabas po kami ng Revenue Memorandum Circular.
That?
I-explain ko po.
Sagutin mo muna ako.
Sorry.
Yes. Your excuse, Mr. Ang.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Atonggang, for bearing with us. Third hearing na ito. Sana kung magkakaroon pa ng fourth, andito ka pa rin, ha? Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you. BIR, I would like to refer you to Section 24, the National Internal Revenue Code. I would like to refer you likewise to the rate of tax on certain passive income and compare it with the rates you gave to sweepstakes and lotto prices, casino earnings, and even Pogo. Pogo has 20% final withholding tax. So, tuloy mo yung sinabi mo, you issued a circular?
Yes, sir. Last March 11, 2022, we came out.
Last week lang po yun.
Halos po, opo.
Ayun.
We came out with a Revenue Memorandum Circular 25-2022.
Can you provide the committee a copy?
Yes, sir. We could provide, sir.
So the contents of which?
Sir, basically, sir, kinlarify namin ang taxation ng mga Isabong operators. Basically, sir, they have to pay a 5% franchise tax dun sa income nila from the Plazada or the center bets. Tapos po, they have to pay income tax and VAT doon po sa income nila or the gross bets doon po sa tayaan sa internet or online betting. Subject din po to sa final withholding tax.
I think I read something about that. So you are now referring to corporate income tax.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What about the winnings? The winnings of the individual bettors. Kaya yun yung sinabi ko kanina na passive income tax. Bakit yung nanalo sa sweepstakes, binabawasan ng buwis? Yung nanalo sa loto, binabawasan ng buwis. Yung nanalo sa Isabong, walang buwis.
Sir, dapat po merong buwis.
O bakit hindi nakagawa ng circular ang BIR? Nag-iintay kayo ng batas?
Meron na po. Nandun po sa RMC 2522.
Wala. Ano ang tax ng winnings?
Ayun po. Nakasite po kasi dyan yung... Sandali pa. Hindi po kasi siya naka-specify, but yung meron pong general statement na all withholding taxes are applicable. So yun po yung sinasabi kong final withholding taxes na 20%.
Again, the withholding tax that you are referring to can be attributed to the corporation, the online sabong operator, not the wager, the better.
Sir, can I quote po the
Sige, sige.
circular? Dito po sa numeral number 3, policies and guidelines, number 4, withhold the required creditable expanded withholding tax, final tax on compensation of employees, and other withholding taxes if applicable. They are obliged to remit the same to the BIR at the times or times required and issue to the concerned payees the necessary certificate of tax withheld.
I still don't get that, Mr. D. Pagdating po sa horse racing, meron po tayong tinatawag na BIR Form 1600WP. This is a remittance return on percentage tax on winnings and prizes. Pagdating po sa isabong, meron po ba tayong form?
Wala pa po.
Wala pa. So, aminin natin, Mr. D, for the last 1.5 years, how much was lost by the government for failure to collect, withhold the amount applicable as taxes on winnings? That's number one. Number two, who should be the withholding agent? Kaya nga sinasabi ko na ngayon, dapat si GCash at si Paymaya. Sabi nyo, hindi. Sino mag-withhold? Si Mr. Atong Ang. Sumakit na ang tiyan kanina nung tinanong ko, umalis na. So, sinong withholding agent natin dito? Sagutin mo kung magkano na nawala sa pamahal. Bilyon. Kasi ang sinabi ni Mr. Ang, last hearing, Mr. Chairman, 1 billion ang kinikita. Magkano na ang nawala? Ilang kilometrong karsada na napagawa? Kaya,
dapat po mag-withhold is Lucky 8 or yung Pitmaster.
but they are not aware of that rule.
Yes.
Sabi nga, ang alam lang niya, yung 12,500 na binibigay sa PAGCOR, that's a regulatory fee. They're not aware of their role as a withholding agent. Diba?
Yes, sir.
So, paano ngayon ang gagawin natin? Do we need to pass a new law?
For the withholding, sir, no more.
No more.
Yes, sir.
What about GCash and Paymaya? Yung kinikita nila. Aside from the corporate tax, for every transaction, may withholding tax ba yun?
Wala po.
Wala.
Wala po.
So, we are now in a state of disarray. Confused, further confused, letting go of a big amount that should have gone to the coffers of the government. Nagamit sana yung pang-ayuda na hinihingi ng mga driver, ng mga magsasaka, at ng mga farmers, ng mga fisher folks natin ngayon. So, can you provide, Mr. BIR, tell your boss, Brad ko rin yun, si Billy Dulay, I think you should come up with something that would be credible enough to support the message of the President na dapat madagdagan yung income. Kasi ang tingin lang ngayon ay doon sa kinukubra ng PAGCOR. Nakalimutan yung pinakamalaking bahagi, yung Bureau of Internal Revenue. Tama po ba, Mr. D? Attorney D?
Yes, sir. Pero meron na po kami nakokolekta sa mga isabang operators.
May makokolekta kayo sa
Meron na po. Meron
sa
na po.
5% franchise tax. Pero dun sa winnings ng mga nananalong magsasabong, diba? May nakolekta na kayo. Sa palagay ko, kahit piso, wala.
Wala pa po.
Wala. For the last 1.5 years, Mr. Chairman, walang nakolekta ang BIR. So we are in a quandary here. Ang daming sinasabi ng Bangko Sentral, ito, know your customer, si PAGCOR, ganun din. Sinasabi pa si Madam Andrea nung huling hearing na kinukuha daw sila, kailangan nilang ma-meet yung ganong amount. ito yung napakalaking nawawala sa atin, kaban ng bayan, di ba? Hindi natin alam na nga kung paano ang gagawin ngayon. So what do you propose that that you promulgate a new rule circular before April 15 so that some gamblers of Ila and Sabong can have a deduction, or we wait for the next administration?
Pwede po kami maglabas ng another circular to clarify yung issue on final withholding. But currently po, we could, in fact po, we could investigate the companies and we could assess them for the final withholding tax.
So ibig sabihin, yung 1.5 years, balak yung sigilin?
Pwede po. Kasi po, kailangan lang po ma-investigate. In fact po, gumawa na po kami ng mga hakbang. So in fact po, the payment channels could validate this. Sumulat na po kami sa kanila at humihingi na po kami ng datos kung magkano yung mga dumadaan po sa kanila na bayad.
Alam mo, Senator Tolentino, yung pagkagawin ninyo yan, siguradong sisigaw itong mga isabong operators na unfair yung ginagawa ninyo dahil hindi na withhold yung winnings eh. Paano pa na kolektahin yun sa mga nanalo, nabigay na nila kung i-implement niyo yan ngayon? Na-release na nila yung winnings, hindi man na kunan ng withholding. Hindi na withheld. So, I don't think so na you can implement that circular fairly.
Ano po, under the law, under the tax code, ang liability po for this is the withholding, yung po mga isabang operator. So, talaga pong sila ang hahabulin.
Ang lumalabas ngayon, pag ginawa nyo yan, lalo nyong nilegalize na yung sinasabi kong questionable pa ngayon. Naging legal lang para sa isabong dahil may opinion si DOJ, si Solicitor General, na tinanggap ni PAGCOR, pinasa ni PAGCOR kay Bangko Sentral, tinanggap naging sandalan ni Paymaya at GCash para magkaroon ng app, maningil. So, wouldn't that mean that we are legalizing via the back door an operation which has still to be given imprimatur by the Congress of the Philippines? The power to tax. Sir, nag-aaral ka ng taxation, the power to tax is given to Congress. Diba?
Yes, sir.
So, kung magpapataw ng buwis, Kongreso, hindi magkano yung bibigay niyo retroactive withholding tax? 20%?
20% po.
Kung sabihin ng Kongreso, because of the advanced technology, gawin 22% or 25%. Kasi iba-iba, horse track racing, kabayo, 10%. Oh, bakit ito 20%? Magkano sa sweepstakes ang withholding?
Sandali lang po.
Sa horse racing, 10%. And this is Republic Act number 8446. Iba pa itong mga trifecta. Gagaling tayo nito, Mr. Chairman, sa mga tayaan. Ang sunod na itatanong ko sa BIR, paano kayo mangungulekta ng winnings naman sa mga OFWs?
Sir, we will follow the same 20% on the
20%.
winning.
Although it is not provided for under the law.
No specific, sir.
No
But-
specific. So you will also rely on the opinion of the Department of Justice.
Hindi lang po, yung sa tax code provision po on winnings. Yun po yung susundin, pagbabasihan natin.
So you now realize what you've done, DOJ? Nanganak tong problema. Pati yung power to tax napunta na sa inyo, which is a power of Congress. So, Mr. Chairman, siguro after this, I think this will not be finished today. We will have a very extensive study. We have there is a tax body here in the Senate for the 19th Congress that would totally provide for a new law. If we legalize isabong, who should be the regulatory body? What would be the appropriate regulatory fees? What would be the appropriate tax rates, the tax base, etc., etc. Hindi to basta-basta na nanggaling lang sa opinion ng DOJ. Is DTI here? DTI? DTI. Sagutin, thank you, BIR. Mas mahirap tong tanong ko sa DTI. I hope you can answer this. We are a party to the World Trade Organization. One of the 160 plus countries signatory to that landmark agreement. Hindi na discuss ito sa DOJ or even Solgen opinion. Under the World Trade Organization, it has an attached agreement called GATS, GATS, General Agreement on Trade Services. I hope you're familiar with this. Being a party to that agreement, nothing can prevent another country, another citizen of another country betting in that country to have a bet that would have effects in the Philippines. And what I'm saying is this: because of isabong, what would prevent an OFW in Saudi Arabia, wherein gambling is strictly prohibited, from betting? Because of that GATS agreement, General Agreement on Trade Services. Isabong is part of services. Anything online, technology, BSP, you should be familiar with this. So what would prevent them from betting? Although BSP will say, babablock naman ng pagkor. Nothing can prevent. There is a case. There was a case, Antigua case. Antigua versus US. Natalo ang US. Kasi pumapasok yung mga taya. So si DTI, hindi na ngayon alam kung anong gagawin. Di ba? DTI, can you answer that? Ang gulo na nito. Ang gulo na nito.
Sir, thank you, Senator. The Antigua case, I cannot comment. But on the GATS, sir, and cross-border supply, and what our commitments are, I can probably describe. In terms of the GATS, sir, we only have commitments on certain sectors in terms of market access and then national treatment and all that. We have only committed 4 sectors: transport, communications, financial, tourism. So in terms of other services, we are free to do whatever we want.
Yeah, so communications and finance would include online sabong. Yan na yung problema natin.
Sir,
You now call this cross-border gambling.
can I?
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, sa communication, sir, in terms of market access, yung pwede sila mag-operate dito, mga ganun. Courier and telecoms. Ngayon, sir, itong angle na ito, I was thinking about this last night. Sabi ko, this is more of e-commerce discussions. Right now, e-commerce, sir, there are no rules in the WTO, except a ministerial decision which is made every 2 years. There's what we call as a moratorium on customs duties on electronic transmissions. This is to encourage the use of the internet. But these are things still being discussed, sir, because think about it, sir. You cannot define electronic transmissions. Are we talking about a good or are we talking about a service? And then you talk of customs duties. So there are still ongoing discussions on e-commerce, and these are not finished businesses in the WTO. But in terms of your concern about cross-border supply, mode 1, and the guts, we only committed 4 sectors. And this is not included, sir. If you call, how do you call it, e-gambling as a service, there are no commitments of the Philippines to the WTO. And so, sir, perhaps right now, it will not be easy to pinpoint what rules you may want. But we are free to determine that because we don't have commitments on those.
Think that the commitment that you should have specified was Article 16, market access. Nothing can prevent the Internet of Things from flowing in one jurisdiction to another. Pero mahirap-hirap talaga ito. Kaya sinasabi ko, humirap, Mr. Chairman, itong usapin natin dahil nagsimula lang ito sa paggawa ng DOJ ng opinion na legal yung mga nangyayari. And kung iisipin natin, these are all interconnected. What DTI is doing should be connected with what BIR is doing, with what Bangko Sentral is doing. Lahat yan connected eh. So ang nangyari sa atin, si DOJ, si Solgen, binigyan nga si Pagcor ng pahintulot, ayun na, nagkagulo-gulo na yan, di ba? So, Mr. Chairman, at the appropriate time, perhaps during the 19th Congress, the agencies concerned, except for Games and Amusement Board, not present here, I think this should be discussed lengthily, in depth. Ako kanina, kung narinig nyo yung sinabi ko during the earlier part of this hearing, I even showed the newspaper Philstars edition for today. There is a 2022 World Slasher Cup International Derby sa Araneta Coliseum. Is not under jurisdiction of Pagcor, not under the jurisdiction of the LGU, but the Games and Amusement Board. So paano to kung binidyo ito ng pitmaster? O pasok ba yun dun sa license nila sa Pagcor? No. GAB ito eh. Under GAB rules, international cockfighting is under the Games and Amusement Board. So siguro, Mr. Chairman, sa mga susunod na pagkakataon, this should be discussed lengthily, which should be the regulatory body. Is it Pagcor? Is it the Games and Amusement Board? Pwede na rin si DTI. Pwede na rin si DTI kasi si DTI kinuha na yung ibang trabaho ng Department of Health, yung vaping. Di ba? So, ang DTI, marami ganito eh. Mas multifaceted ang DTI. Di ba ho, sir? Pati WTO. So, again, this cannot be finished today, but we have one assignment, Mr. Chairman, and I propose this to the Bureau of Internal Revenue. In the meantime, while waiting for congressional action and banking on the current National Internal Revenue Code, since you have already issued a March 11 circular on Isabong, why don't you issue a circular on winnings, issue a circular on appropriate withholding taxes, issue a circular on deductible expenses, issue a circular on payment service providers, etc., etc., so that we can close the loop and enhance the revenue collection efforts of the government. If you can provide that circular before the 18th Congress adjourns, it would help likewise the 19th Congress and the next administration. Attorney D.
Yes, sir. We will try to do it, sir. Currently, sir, may mga circulars naman, but these are more on general provisions of law. Yun lang po ang kulang namin sa mga specifics, like for Isabong. So yun po siguro ang dapat gawin.
Thank you for being candid enough to admit the loophole. Mr. Chairman, wala na po siguro akong gustong idagdag dito. Nalipong na rin ako sa dami ng mga papel ko dito sa harap. But again, I reiterate the lacuna, the gap in our existing laws. And I commiserate with the families of the missing Sabongeros. They should be given justice soon. And what is appropriate is that technology-driven innovations should likewise be based on values. Should likewise be based on what is right. Hard work, patience, hindi lang yung sugal. So having said all of this, Mr. Chairman, I thank you. I thank all the resource persons here present. Hindi ko na po natanong yung iba. Pareho lang po siguro yon. Hindi ko na lang natanong yung Games and Amusement Board dahil wala dito. But I'd like to thank again GCash and Paymaya. Siguro sa mga susunod na pagkakataon, higpitan nyo pa ho yung proseso ninyo sa pagbe-verify doon sa mga kabataan. Kasi ang dali naman magbigay ng fake IDs, fake identities. Minsan sa mga magulang nga yung nakukuha, ang dami ko pong, yung mga magulang po, yung mga nagkukwento sa akin, alam niyo siguro yon. Maraming mga OFW rin sa Riyadh na ayaw na umuwi kasi naitaya na lahat dahil maluwag nga si GCash din at si Paymaya. So your corporate social responsibility should not just end with the processes that you have laid down, know your customer, etc. But you should be proactive enough to innovate and change and be creative and really be a participant in this, not just for profits, but for what is good for our society. Salamat po, Mr. Chairman. Salamat po sa lahat ng ating resource persons. And we will see you again. We will see you again.
Thank you, Senator Tolentino. Again, in behalf of the Senate, as the chairman of this committee, I would like to thank everyone, lalo na kayo, itong last batch na kayo pinakalas na tinawag, kayo na pa kayo umaga dito. Maraming salamat po sa inyong cooperation at sa mga lahat ng ating inibitahan kanina. Thank you very much sa inyong pagdating at dito pa ba yung Manila Toll System? Si Mr. Manuel Bunuan, President and CEO. Sir, pasensya kasi po, pwede kang umupo dito. At meron lang kaming konting request sa inyo. Bago tayo mag-adjourn. Sandali lang ito. Sabay-sabay na ito mag-alisan kasi kawawa naman kami dito. Iwan niyo kami. Mauna kayo. Sandali lang. Sandali. Sige, you administer the out.
Tayo lang po, sir. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this investigation, sir? Thank you, sir. Please take it, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for waiting for how many hours. But your presence is very much needed by this committee, lalo na in these ongoing investigations. The reason why we invited you, sir, because gusto namin hingin yung cooperation ninyo, being the President and CEO of Manila Toll Expressway Systems Incorporated. Hihingi sana kami ng tulong sa inyo, sir, sa CCTV recordings Ang CIDG na lang ang mag-coordinate sa inyo, sir, kung anong particular time specifics about the CCTV na hihingi namin. Can we be assured of your cooperation, sir?
Absolutely, Your Honor. I think there had been several requests already for CCTV coverages and yung copies po. And we have responded actually to all the requests from CIDG, the PNP, for whatever is available with us sa footages namin. And if there would be still any other request, rest assured, Your Honor, that we will cooperate with all these requests.
Thank you very much, sir. Maraming salamat. CIDG, okay na. So, you know what to do.
Yes, sir. We will coordinate immediately, sir.
Sige, sir. Maraming salamat, sir. Ha? So, with that, ulitin ko sa CIDG, kayo ang inaasahan dito. Ayusin ninyo ang trabaho ninyo. Alam na ninyo, lahat ay nakatingala sa inyo kung ano mangyayari sa mga kaso na ito. 34 missing persons. So, double time your effort, triple time. Thank you.